Why this story matters. Positive change rarely happens overnight, but stories like this show it is happening nonetheless. Quick summary: this story highlights recent developments related to gender, showing how constructive action can lead to meaningful results. As of January 2026, at least half of US states have laws barring transgender student athletes from participating in school sports under the guise of competitive fairness. Advocates of sports equity show that there are no competitive advantages, especially among prepubescent children and teens, for athletes who identify as trans. Yet discriminatory laws have led to lower sports participation among young trans athletes and have become a catalyst for harassment and intimidation of trans youth, who make up 1.4% of young people ages 13 to 17 in the US. Would you like to read more good news about gender, sex, teams, binary, skill, and forms? And these negative consequences can impact even the most junior of leagues. Portland Community Football Club founder Kyle Leitner, a 44-year-old trans man, organizes youth soccer teams based on skill level instead of sex or gender. Kyle Leitner, founder of PCSE, speaking at an event. Photo courtesy of Portland Community Football Club. When looking at this particular way of structuring sports, the kids themselves let go of the binary ideas of how girls play and how boys play, the Oregon-based coach told The Guardian. I've had boys say to me, I thought girls couldn't play soccer until I started playing here. One PCSC parent told The Guardian that it was a lifesaver for his trans daughter, who was originally told she'd have to join a boys' league if she wanted to lace up her cleats. PCSC offered her a safe spot on the team and a jersey with a pride flag on it. During her first soccer game, she couldn't even really run normally because she was squealing and skipping with joy down the field, the parent said. It's the happiest I've ever seen her. PCSC welcomes players ages 6 to 18 so long as they promise to accept their fellow teammates. The organization is also dedicated to making sports more financially accessible to all young people, moving away from a pay-to-play model and instead getting support from partner organizations at the local and national level. Two PCSE teammates chat on the sidelines. Photo courtesy of Portland Community Football Club. Too often, youth and families are forced to step away from organized and competitive sports because of the high costs associated with the pay-to-play model, PCSE shares on its websites. This system hinders progress toward creating more accessible, diverse, and inclusive spaces when young people and their families are unable to participate. The club also offers wraparound services, including a food pantry, language translation services, and rides to practice. Success grows when access is open, belonging is universal, and opportunities are shared. PCSC website concluded. By inviting diverse players into one space, experts say, PCSC makes a real, positive difference. When sports put together these positive relationships that help make us feel safe and practice being stressed, but being able to deal with the stress, you're truly building resilience. And the biological definition of resilience, said Megan Bartlett, founder of the Center for Healing and Justice Through Sports and an expert in trauma recovery among children. In this country, making sports more accessible to these groups is a public health imperative. The kids playing sports don't realize how vital it is. They are simply delighted to have a place where they can be themselves, trust their bodies, and run free. When we signed her up, nobody batted an eye. It felt normal, the PCSE parents said. And on the field, she's just a kid who gets to be on a soccer team, who gets to play soccer with other kids. You may also like trans via cisgender rugby match protests, athlete bans through friendly competition. We want you on our team. A version of this article was originally published in the 2025 sports edition of the Good Newspaper. Header image courtesy of Portland Community Football Club. Article goodheadlines.org curates positive and solution-focused stories from trusted sources around the world.